Let's say thank you, Allah, for blessing us with good life.
PAC 713 was formed with 30 boys and 11 primary leaders. After seeing the success of the scouting program in other communities, I saw a void for a program like this in our Southeast community. I first scout trained and reached out to our mass usra and closest friends. Most of the early discussions occurred with my running buddy Salman, whose can-do attitude and creativity complemented my skill set well. In our first year, we built our own pushmobile and did Pinewood Derby on borrowed tracks. We also began our annual camp at Beauvais. The key to our success was that we were blessed with a talented group of leaders who were passionate about youth development.
As the original boys from the 5th grade moved into 6th, we naturally needed to start a Boy Scout troop. I took on the role of the first committee chairman, and Brother Melvin LeBlanc became our first scoutmaster. Brother Melvin made sure we set up every campout with gates and flagpoles using only lashings and knots. His commitment to discipline made the scouts appreciate order and rules. We also had many assistant scoutmasters. Irwan, Yunus, and Chad definitely played important roles. Irwan encouraged the scouts to have fun and enjoy their time together. Yunus always challenged the scouts physically, the leaders against the scouts. Yunus encouraged a healthy lifestyle. Chad taught our boys practical life skills, like how to build a fire and clean a fish. For our first summer camp, we traveled to El Rancho Sima with another troop, Troop 952, in our district, who graciously added us as part of their troop since we were too late to register for summer camp that year. We had the perfect mix to begin our new Boy Scout troop. Excellent leaders, help from our neighboring troop, and advice and encouragement from district representatives to guide our way.
I remember in the first few years of scouting how new everything was to us. When our troop heard about the district organized Twilight Camp, I was asked to volunteer in the medical area. Every evening for 1 week, I took my 4 kids and headed to the camp. There was actually only supposed to be 1 doctor there to volunteer every night, but my kids and I enjoyed it so much that I went every day. I met so many amazing kids, and it was great to be able to give back to the district in this way. Alhamdulillah, our PAC was able to continue to provide support for the medical area every year after that. Following our experience at Twilight Camp, our troop was able to get involved by running the first aid competition at Weeblos Woods. Both the boys and adults worked together to run the competition. This experience was great for the boys and helped them develop many leadership skills as well as do their part to give back to the district. We began running the first aid at other camps such as Camp Paris. In the last few years, our troop has been able to give back to the district in another way by teaching at the district first aid competition. Our boys, along with doctors in our PAC and troop, would spend the morning teaching 4th and 5th graders the first aid skills they needed, and in the afternoon, they would take part in the first aid competition. It was a great way to give back to the district that supports us, and it was a great feeling to be able to support the district as well.
Started our first family camp in 2013 with probably less than 200 participants. And then as we grow, we moved to Brazos Bend, which has more open space and having a dining hall so that it's easier for us to have a prayer hall and also sitting down when the weathers go bad. We moved to Lake Houston Wilderness, which is a facility to launch our kayaks. Family camp became our family or our community event. After a few years, we have more than 300 participants. In our family camp, we as the leader, as a Muslim community, we learn how to work together. We started to know each other's strength and interests.
We were running as a well-organized unit, getting more and more experience under our belts. If I were to look back at some achievements and memories from that year, a few come to mind. That year, we purchased our first kayaks and we got our first taste of water activities. It was also the first year we inducted members into the Order of the Arrow, Scouting's National Honor Society. A total of 5 scouts and 2 scout leaders. Also, we sent 2 scouts to NYLT, the National Youth Leadership Training. And the scouting year culminated with the first ever Muslim Scout Jamboree at Camp Mincy.
In 2017 was a momentous year with our scouting organization reaching some key milestones. When we started this program, we always dreamed of having one of our boys achieve the illustrious rank of Eagle. Alhamdulillah, we were blessed with 2 of our boys, Marwan Tayyan and Hassan Khan, for being our first Eagle Scouts. They made us proud. We are now blessed to have produced 18 Eagles who will inshallah be future leaders dedicated to serving their communities. Our Eagle projects are well received and have benefited organizations such as Iman Academy, the Multicultural Center, Waradeen Muhammad Masjid, Clear Lake Islamic Center, the Houston Audubon, and others. 2017 was also when we looked to sustain our gains from the scouting program. After 2 years of discussion, attending trainings, speaking with district leaders, and holding numerous leader meetings, we decided to launch the Venture Crew for 713. Rather than creating a venture patrol with the troop, we elected to launch the Crew, which allowed our boys more opportunities for adventure, leadership, service, and Islamic development. With the creation of the Venture Crew, we had established an age-appropriate program from 1st to 12th grade. In 2017, we embarked on our first high-adventure trip, a 30-plus mile Philmont trek, taking 17 young men on a hike of a lifetime where they strengthened their bonds of brotherhood.
Service or giving back to the community is an integral part of Venture Scout activities. The boys learn to take on their humanitarian and civic responsibilities and develop skills to plan, organize, and execute on their own. Among many service activities, including Eagle projects to support local entities, the Venture Boys participated in home makeover for a refugee family, beach cleanup, winter blanket drive, and food distribution for the homeless citizens in Houston, as well as feeding 1,000 people in last 10 days of Ramadan. For many of these events, the boys raised their own funds through pressure washing, skating night, and utilized those funds to sponsor the events.
The Scouts went through many unique experiences that developed their character. Baden-Powell once said that a week of camp life is worth 6 months of theoretical teaching. Character, fitness, and citizenship. That is scouting. The process of character development, or terbiyah, is an important part of scouting and the Muslim American Society, the charter organization for our 713 Scouting Unit. Each den meeting, troop meeting, rank advancement, and badge earned is designed to build the Scouts' character. Scouting gave them the opportunity to build their character and confidence in a safe environment. During camp, the Scouts faced some difficult situations. They were torn out of their comfort zones. The situation required them to grow and to overcome. They relied on Allah and then their fellow Scouts. They were left with a smile and lasting bonds of brotherhood.
The Multicultural Center focuses on engaging young generations in community services, community education, and community social. Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts group, very good partners in this very noble goal.
Scouting's done so much for me. It has given me lifelong experiences and has given me memories that I will cherish every single day of my life. Being a member of Troop 713 and work my way up through the ranks has allowed me to develop myself physically, mentally, and spiritually. It has taught me various hard skills such as first aid, how to camp, and how to cook. It has taught me soft skills such as leadership, teamwork, problem solving, and much more. Each of these skills I put to the test during the high adventure camps me and my troop went on during the summers. We went to Philmont Scout Ranch, to Florida Sea Base, to Northern Tier. Each camp brought with it its own challenges, but also its unique and lasting memories. But I'll never forget hiking through the Cimarron Mountains, snorkeling the reefs in the Florida Keys, and portaging across the boundary waters in Canada. Each experience I have made here with Troop 713 is something I will cherish forever.